Welcome back to Mtambo's Desk Podcast, a weekly podcast covering cryptocurrency, business, and technology topics from all over the world. My name is Duke Mtambo, and in today's episode, I'm going to explain to you what is Bitcoin in simple terms. First of all, if you enjoy listening to Mtambo's Desk Podcast, please subscribe, like this episode, leave your comment down below, and turn on the notification bell for more new episodes. Well, let's get started. So, what is Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is a decentralized or digital virtual currency with a maximum supply of 21 million Bitcoins. An easy way to think of it is like a cash for the internet. It was founded by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008 and it went live in 2009. There's an air of mystery that surrounds Satoshi Nakamoto. Much debate circulates in online forums as to who or whom Satoshi Nakamoto could be and if he even exists. However, no one has publicly admitted that he is or she is the founder of the Bitcoin. Other individuals had attempted to develop forms of electronic money before, e.g. eCash, DigiCash, Hashcash, but mostly had failed to solve the double spend problem in which bad actors can spend the same digital currency twice. Satoshi Nakamoto's main solution to this problem was to introduce a time-stamped, a permanent transaction ledger on the blockchain. This effectively makes every Bitcoin traceable and unique insofar as the transaction history of each Bitcoin, individual Bitcoin, is publicly visible on the blockchain technology. Any attempted alteration of the ledger would be rejected by other participants. The blockchain technology behind the Bitcoin network, it is what excites most people about this digital currency. Because the record-keeping technology is decentralized, no single group has control over it. Advocates believe it has the power to transform the world's financial institutions and business dealings for the better, resulting in the faster but more secure transaction, along with improved transparency and communications. At the very beginning of its life, Bitcoin was used to make trial purchases and payments, with Laszlo famously using 10,000 Bitcoins to buy 2 pizzas on 22nd May of 2010. At a current market price, each pizza would be worth $100 million. It then became more commonly used in online marketplaces and for international contracts and import/export operation. Bitcoins are traded on exchanges in the same way the securities are. It's an attractive investment to speculators due to the extreme price volatility observed in recent years. Having been worthy precisely $0 when it departed 2009, Bitcoin has experienced more than its fair share of pricing ups and downs, and it is now trading at approximately 20,000 USD. Due to the very low transactions cost associated with Bitcoin, it appeals to foreign nationals transferring money home or by those immigrating from countries where it is prohibited to live with local currency, e.g. Vietnam and China. Don't let the pictures of the coins would be on it fool you. Bitcoin do not exist in physical form. Bitcoins are stored in digital wallets or on computers, laptops or smartphones. The software is downloaded in the same way as downloading an app for the internet banking. Each digital wallet has a unique address and a private key. Last October, the first Bitcoin ATM went live in Canada, which allowed customers to exchange cash for Bitcoin and vice versa. So, how does a Bitcoin transaction work? Well, one concept that people struggle to grapple with is that Bitcoins are not a tangible currency. There are no Bitcoins, only records of Bitcoin transactions. Every transaction is stored in a publicly available general ledger called the blockchain. To send bitcoins, you need an address and a private key, both of which are a random sequence of letters and numbers unique to that Bitcoin customer. When coins are sent from one Bitcoin wallet to another, the transaction is put into a block for miners to solve. The wait time for processing the transaction is approximately 10 minutes. So, will this fascination with Bitcoin lead to worldwide acceptance of the currency that is not backed by a central bank? Or is it simply another tech bubble waiting to burst? If Bitcoin were to become regulated, then it would enter the realms of being a legitimate currency. And if this occurred, the features that have made Bitcoin such a unique and highly valuable commodity to date would no longer exist, making it no more extraordinary than the US dollar. Should you invest in Bitcoin? Well, in my next episode, I will be covering how to invest in Bitcoin and why you should. That brings us to the end of this episode. Thanks for joining me, and I hope the episode was beneficial to you. Please give this episode video a thumbs up and rate it on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. And be sure to come back next week, Monday, for another episode. Until then, this is Duke Mtambo, and don't forget to do good always.